Welcome everybody. This is the Machiavellians podcast, and I'm your host CJ Jenkins. And today we are sitting here with a great guest, a guy who said he's a Machiavellian too. So I had to put him on, just like the rest of you Machiavellians. And like I said, we give the people what they want. So right now we have Milldelphia Gates on here with us, and y'all
What?
give him a nice round of applause. How you doing today, man?
What's up, Squire? How you doing, man?
Man, I like that. I like that hat, man. That's a nice hat.
Yeah,
So Milldelphia, I'm assuming you from Philadelphia.
absolutely. North Philadelphia.
Is that where Boys and Men them is from, or are they from South Philadelphia?
I think they're from South Philly.
Oh,
Yeah, I think they're from South Philly.
North Philly. So they talk about how poor they was. So was North Philly rich?
No, that's the hardest to me. I believe is the hardest part of North of Philadelphia. A lot of people
Okay,
would contest to that because South Philly is ran by the Italians majority, and they don't let no negativity go in their area. You know what I mean?
I ain't
So
never been to Philadelphia, so I don't know, man. I'm
yeah,
an Eagles fan, and that's crazy. But I will be going to Philadelphia this year to watch the
right.
Eagles game. But yeah, I don't know nothing about Philadelphia except
Yes.
Rocky. You know what I'm saying?
South Philly was majority of Italians, but black people live there too. And West Philly, Will Smith put West Philly on the map.
So Will
You
Smith
know,
was from West Philly.
yeah,
Okay.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
Yes. He did. Yes. So okay. So were you a Will Smith fan?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you asked me that because coming from North Philly, the East Coast and the West Coast war and all of that stuff, we was in the middle. So we like our hip hop was different. Like we got street orientated hip hop, and I'm a big fan of street orientated hip hop. But Will Smith represented not cussing the first rap Grammy, which we proud of. But then Beanie Siegel came, you know what I mean? And street orientated. Shout out to Roots, they did their thing too with Black Thought. But I'm a fan of street hip hop, and that's what made me fall in love with Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
So
He's
were you where Benny Siegel was? Is he where you from?
no, he's from South Philly, where I said the Italians are from. I
Oh,
mean,
okay,
you know what I
okay.
mean? He from that side of Philly. My side is Freeway, and PD Crack. They from North Philly.
What about the Roots?
I believe Black Thought is from I forget. I think he might be from North, but
Eve was from Philly too, wasn't she?
yeah, Eve is from. I think she's from Uptown.
Okay.
That's like yeah,
Philly is how long would it take you to get to New York from Philly?
about 2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, we right there.
Are
Yeah,
you an Eagles fan?
absolutely.
Okay. Sixers and all that.
Yeah, like that's why I named myself Philadelphia because I'm very like be patriotic. You know what I'm saying? I represent the whole city. Like, anything that comes from Philly, I'm a fan of it. Always been a fan of it. But my favorite sport is boxing.
Okay.
Joe
Who's your
Frazier.
favorite boxer?
Joe Frazier, Muhammad Ali, two Capricorns just like myself, and George Foreman is a Capricorn. People don't know all three of them are Capricorns, and that's why I rock the goat. That's the zodiac sign. You know what I mean? That's one of my AKAs, Millie Goat.
Okay. But Frazier was from Philly, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay.
And the
Yeah,
Rocky movie
man.
was based on his life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They used to go at it, huh?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So you said Will Smith got you to the Pac, right?
No, Will Smith just gave us a sense of pride, being that he's the first rap Grammy. You know what I mean?
So when was the first time that you heard Tupac?
The first time I heard Tupac, I was like, uh, I'd say I was about 16 years old. Yep.
What was you doing?
And I was just starting to everything happened for me at the same time. I fell in love with my first love at 16, which is Nicole. I started smoking weed. I started rapping myself. Everything happened at 16 years old for me. And I fell in love with hip hop in general. And Pac was definitely on at the top of my list from the beginning. As soon as I started listening to hip hop, because I got an older brother that put me on Tupac, my only
So,
sibling.
so how old were you at 16?
How old was I?
What year? What year? what year?
I'm,
What at 16? How? What year was
I'm
that?
40. I'm 42 now, so we gotta do the math, man. You know what I'm saying?
Six.
Uh,
That's 30. That's 26 years ago. So
yeah,
2000,
yeah.
right?
No, 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 no. Like
Yeah.
around. Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
42?
90s, right?
You
98.
said you 42.
Yes, sir.
You
98
were
though, right?
six. You were 16 in 2000.
Okay, interesting. I thought
I mean, and I ain't like Vlad, but I know 26 and 16 is 42.
that nigga good with numbers. Real
he
rap.
would
Like I said,
he
I
would
was
have
smoking
spit
so
that shit
much
out.
weed.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, man. So okay, so you 16, 2000. Okay, so at that point in time,
Because I thought I was 21 in 2000, because that's when G Unit came out. That's when I fell in love with 50 Cent music.
you'd be 46 if you or 47. We in 26, man.
Yeah, that's a fact though. Okay, so I was there. Damn,
I mean,
interesting.
you can be whatever you want to be. I'm just telling you
No,
what we.
no, no, no. I'm just saying I just smoking so much weed is all a fog to me. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this question. In the year 2000, you were 16. You fell in love with Tupac. How could you fall in love with Tupac in the year 2000 when the East Coast had it? That's when they went on the Hard Knock Rock tour. Jay Z, DMX, Ja Rule, they had it.
Right.
What did you think about that? Were you a fans of them?
I mean, I was listening to them guys, but oh, yeah, I told you that before off the interview when I talked to you about Mace. Mace, I was a Mace fan back then.
Okay, okay.
Like I liked the Mace more than I liked the Biggie Smalls back then. You know what I mean? I heard Jay Z. I know.
Wow, this is the first. This is the first time I ever heard someone say that.
Yeah, yeah. Mace is like he's my favorite rapper from New York City before them guys. Absolutely.
Wow. So what about Mace did that you put him over all them? What made that happen?
Mace
What kind of
is,
flow
is,
or
is legendary stories about how it is a thing in Philly called the Greek. The Greek was a picnic before the Roots picnic that everybody would come out without motorcycles and stuff like that, and they would have events and all that, singing and stage on the stage, rapping and all that. And he came all the way to New York, from New York to Philly, and he battled a legendary rapper from Philly, rest his soul, Tommy Hill, that was the leader of the Ram Squad.
okay.
Ram Squad was a rap group from Philly, but he battled Tommy Hill at the Greek. And I always thought that was deep because I'm a battle rap fan too. That's how I started rapping too, from battle rap, like face to face battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Battle rapping in high school in the lunchroom and all of that,
Yeah.
and battle rapping for money. So for Mace to come to Philly and battle rap Tommy Hill like that, and then he end up using the same verse on his album, and I'm like, that was interesting. He beat Tommy too, but Tommy wasn't a punchline rapper. He was just a good musician, and he was a street guy. He actually was the first rapper from Philly to was in ties with Joey Molino from the Mob. You know what I mean? Like I said, South Philly guys. So he ended up getting up, scoring upstate, and they ended up killing him when he came home. They said that Tommy was, I mean, telling it and all that. That's a whole nother story. But back in the day, from Richard Island Projects, and he battled Mace at the top of his career, but he lost to Mace. And I always thought that was dope. And that made me a fan of Mace from then on. Because I'm like,
Because
people just,
he beat the bully, huh?
yeah, they think not necessarily a bully, but somebody that
Or
get
the
money,
champion.
get
Yeah.
money, get bitches. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah.
was he was a boy in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Doing
Yeah.
business with Joey Molino. Like he was like, damn, he a gangster. Mace killed the gangster. That's crazy. So he just not. I know Mace from not being a shiny suit guy. I know Mace from being murder Mace, like they said. You know what I'm saying? He was murder Mace before he dropped the murder off and got signed to Bad Boy. So I had a
So
glimpse of that.
so would you put Mace up there with Pac and the rest of them? Is he up there?
No,
Okay.
no, nobody in history ever did it like Tupac. That's how I feel about that, and that's why when I stumbled across your page, I was excited about the name Machiavellians, and I was excited about how you was expressing yourself about Pac, because I feel like people he's like a dying art now, and I don't want to let his name die. Because when I make my top fives, I don't even include Pac in the top five because I feel like he better than them guys. He got his own lane. I don't put him in. Like, I don't even like to say Tupac. You know what I'm saying?
So
It don't make
so
no sense.
so when you say that, what makes you put him up there? So like he's up there by himself. What's that one thing that you say he can't nobody touch him with?
because hip hop is about being poetic, and people think it's about being lyrical. There's a difference. He's a die-hard poet.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Super poet. And not only was he a poet, he was a God-fearing poet. So his music had a lot of conviction. You know what I'm saying? And it was from a real place. It wasn't just to be cute and fancy and glossy like the rest of these hip hop artists. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? And Mace was the king of glossy. You know what I'm saying? Jay Z, Biggie, they all glossy rappers, and that's why people like to give the Nas the crown, because he's not just a glossy rapper, but he still can't. His ear for music is not like Pac's.
So
Pac,
let me ask you this then, since you've been on the East Coast and you've been used to so many East Coast rappers. When you listen to Tupac, do you hear him as an East Coast rapper or a West Coast rapper?
that's a good question. I love to battle that in my mind a lot. And my thing about that is, and this is a controversial answer. I
It
feel
ain't no
like
wrong answer. It's
I
your
know,
answer.
I know. I just love it though. I love my answer. I love to be controversial because I love to have my own opinion. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Pac was the best West Coast rapper that there ever was.
Was he the best East Coast rapper?
And it's actually he had ties there, but I like the claim what Pac claimed. West
West Coast.
Side, I
Okay.
like for him to claim that. I like how he
Okay.
owned it. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? His
Okay.
accent and everything sounded like he was the West Coast. Like
But the way he
He'd
dressed,
say Mark ass Buster. You know what I'm saying?
right. But the way he dressed was from the East Coast.
Absolutely.
So he had both.
But
You know what I'm saying?
he shitted on both of them, the West Coast and the East Coast, when he started wearing Versace first. First of all, like he got into high end fashion before any of these guys. You know what I mean? We was rocking fitted hats and jeans. He said, "Man, I do slacks. I do it all. I do shoes. I do loafers." You know what I'm saying? Like my dad, I was raised by my father and my grandpa, my uncles.
Well, you think about it, man.
They dressed like real men, not
When
gangsters.
when he went in and came out, he was a mafioso. So
Right,
you got the John Gotti's, Teflon Dons, and all that. Like, so think about it. Before he went in, he wasn't. He was still baggy, Tim's, all that. You know what I'm saying?
right,
And then when he
right.
came out, he changed the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Versace this. You look
that's
at
a
it.
fact.
We never seen Snoop Dogg in no suit. When Pac,
Right,
I mean, yeah, when he went to court. You know what I'm
right.
saying? But what I'm talking about is just in any day, like
In
they was at
general, right.
MTV Awards or being somewhere. Pac made sure that, hey man, we're gonna have some structure. I don't care about this blood and crip stuff, man. We're gonna have some structure. So let me ask you this, man. Has there been anybody? And Pac's been going for 30 years, man. Has there been anybody in your mind that you can say, man, I kind of veer towards him because he reminds me of Pac?
I'm gonna say it's three guys besides myself, because I'm an artist myself, and I'm carrying that torch. But it's three guys besides me: Eminem, DMX, and 50 Cent.
Okay, so which one of them think carried it the most or
Oh,
the
good
best? Not the
question.
most, the best.
Uh, I believe I'm gonna break it down for you. I believe that Eminem admired him so much, but he did his own thing. He was original because he's a white rapper and he embodied his background. So I'm not gonna say M, and I'm not gonna say 50 because 50 did his own thing. I'm gonna say DMX with the bald head, with the mentions of Jesus, God all the time. You know what I mean? Praying at his concerts, like he did it to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? I believe he did it to the utmost. Yeah.
Okay, okay, I can see that if we are yes, okay.
And Ja Rule just mimicked the image, and I fuck with Ja Rule. That's no shade to Ja either. I fuck with Ja Rule music because I'm a diehard G Unit fan. But I fuck with Ja Rule musically. But I feel like his image was all Pac based. His image, not his music.
So, what's your favorite memory of Tupac?
Man, it's a good one. My favorite memory of Tupac is, damn, man. Ooh, I'm gonna say him as an actor. His acting skills. Every movie that he been in, I enjoyed all of them.
You have a
My,
favorite movie?
my favorite might be Gridlock because it was so different. And I understand the heroin lifestyle too. That's another thing too. I've seen a lot of people get strung out on heroin and pass away in my life. I've seen that. So
Me
for him to
too.
embody that like that,
Me too. My uncle went out. Well, two of my uncles went out that way. They were brothers.
right?
Their daddy turned them on to that shit, man, and
You can't believe you can't make me believe that he wasn't Spoon. He really the guy he played. His name was Spoon.
yeah,
He
yeah.
can't make me believe that he wasn't Spoon in that movie. You know
Well,
what I mean?
you couldn't make me believe that he wasn't Bishop
I
either.
know all of them roles. You know what I mean? But for him to embody a dope head was crazy to me. Like, damn, he could do this too.
Well, he like he said, man. My mom, like when you see your mom strung out, you know what I'm saying? I seen my dad strung out, so that's how I know about it. You know what I'm
Me
saying?
too. Exactly. Me too.
And then so you know some things that a kid who ain't seen they parents strung out. So
Right.
that's why Pac was a that that was probably an eerie role for him because I bet it brought up a whole bunch of stuff from his past. You know what I'm saying that he had to check into to be that character. You got you know what I'm saying he had to take it somewhere, man. But
You
do
know
you,
what? You know what? I'm gonna take that back because I got a thing when I put posters on my wall, my favorite movies, right? And the only poster I got in here, Tupac, is in my living room. No, in my living room back. The only one I got is Poetic Justice. That's my favorite Tupac movie
lucky?
because it was about black love. You know what I mean?
You
That's
like
why I picked them.
Lucky? You like Lucky, huh?
Yeah,
Lucky was trying, wasn't he? He was
yeah,
trying.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
he was taking care of his daughter. You know what I'm saying? He was
Right.
trying. He was trying, man. He had to give Lucky an E for effort. Man.
Yeah, you're lucky that boy, man. Yeah, that's the best hip hop love story ever told. Rest in peace. What's his name? John Singleton.
Yeah, yeah. And so him and John Singleton was tight, man. And it just, Pac kept going to jail, and them executives wasn't gonna mess with him like that, man. Do you have a before I ask this next question, you have a favorite album of Tupac?
My favorite album from Tupac. I wrestle with that too. My heart says, you know what, man? It's like three answers to that.
No, it ain't.
I'm
It's
gonna
one.
tell you why. I'm gonna tell you
Nah,
why.
it's only one, man.
I'm gonna tell you why. It's my heart of hearts is me against the world. But I
Okay.
feel like there's so much music that came out that wasn't on his albums that if I used to make Tupac mixtapes.
Yeah, everybody
You know what I'm
did.
saying? And
So
and
so let's go there. Let's go there. Non mixtapes, the ones that's actually got printed up and shipped
yeah,
out.
it gotta be damn, I'm in a tug of war between Machiavelli and Me Against the World. Damn.
Tonight, that was gonna be my theme tonight when I go live. That right there is what you just said. Because a lot,
And see, if I pick Against All Odds, that's a double album. So I get to pick Against All Odds and Machiavelli because making a double album.
yeah, yeah, that'll make it a triple out.
No, I'm saying if I don't pick All Eyes on Me, if I'm saying if I wanted to verse All Eyes on Me, I would pick Machiavelli and Me Against the World against All Eyes on Me.
See, so we did that, and everybody named Mama said Me Against the World. I said Me Against the World is not an option. I
Yeah,
had I had which one was better, Machiavelli album or All Eyes on Me, and everybody
that's what
said
I'm
Me
saying. You
Against.
got to say a double album against it though to make it more. You know what I mean? What's the two albums that you would pit against All Eyes on Me?
No, this is what I'm saying. They were saying they didn't care what we were saying. Me Against the World is better than all both of them.
Saying it's better than Against All Eyes and Machiavelli.
Both together. That's what everybody was saying. Man, it ain't no comparison. I was like, what?
Damn, that's
So
crazy.
man, you would if you would have seen what I was seeing, if you would have seen
It's
what
a
I was
heartfelt.
seeing,
Me Against the World is a heartfelt album. He was really being himself so much. That's what they saying, and that's why they so like emotionally attached to it, man. So many tears, like that shit crazy,
well,
man.
from the beginning. I mean, that intro.
Right?
I think that Me Against the World intro is the best intro I ever heard on the CD. I don't care. I mean, that's just my opinion. But that doom, 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 and it leads up to the doom, 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 doom. That beat, it leads up to that, and then they just start coming with that news.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Tupac news, you know what I'm saying? Tupac was shot today. Tupac got jailed. And all that shit was real.
Oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
You know, and then the next song was "If I Die Tonight."
Right. Yeah, that
Yeah,
shit was wild. That shit
it's
was crazy.
so. This is the way I said it's 1 and 1A, and I don't know which one is 1 and 1A, but it's like it's like the birth of Tupac. Even though he had 2 albums, and then if you had the Thug Life album, even though he had 3 albums before that, Me Against the World came out. It seems like that was the birth of Tupac,
Right.
and the Machiavelli was like the death of him.
Right.
But both of them, you got the real him. I think All Eyes on Me was let's just get this shit in and get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
I heard you
24
say that
songs, how
before.
many
I
songs?
agree with that. I never looked at it like that, but I agree with it when I heard you say it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. That was just a marketing album. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
I need to get recouped. You 1.4 in the hole, pimping. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? You 1.4 in the hole. That's what shit was telling you. You
He,
1.4 in
he
the hole,
actually
man.
dressed up and posed for the cover and all of that. Like he didn't do that for other albums. That's a fact too.
Yeah, he was trying to get this one done, man. Hey,
Yeah.
that's why that clip of him on his birthday is so iconic.
Yeah.
He was in there on his birthday working, telling everybody, we got to get this shit out. We got 2 weeks. He said, we got 2 weeks to get this all done. Whatever you say, man, drop that. You go, we come back and
Right.
get that.
I make my music like that too. I got that from him. People be wanting to know why. I was like, well, we in a race against time, man. Just lay that shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. And that's crazy because it's like,
That's
if
my
you
slogan too. I tell people I got more songs than Tupac. When I meet people, I tell them that all the time.
you got more songs than Tupac,
Yeah, man. I've been making music consistently since I was 16 years
yeah,
old.
you should. That's what I'm saying. You should. If you've been, I mean, you think about it. He only gave us 5 years,
Right. And
four
I
to be
looked up to him
exact.
so much. So like you said, sparked the brain that changed the world. I be really thinking I'm that brain. You know what I'm saying?
You man. So this is what I think about Tupac. Is when you are a prophet and you are sit down here by God, you are going to get beat up and go down to the lowest of the lows and kicked on and spit on, kind of like they said what happened to Jesus, right?
Right.
And everybody say Jesus died for my sins. The way they make it sound like is Jesus said, "All right, I'm gonna go get on this cross and y'all come kill me." No, it didn't happen that way. He got crucified just like Tupac got crucified,
Right.
but there's something about Jesus that the world can't forget, right? There's something
Yeah.
about him. They can't
Yeah.
forget about it. There's a person born every second, and they
It's a,
can't forget about this one
it's a
person.
fact.
But so many years later, I don't even hear them talk about Elvis anymore.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They used to talk about Elvis, all these Elvis impersonators, man. They probably all died. You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
But
that's a fact though.
Tupac's people is our age and above, and then these little kids never knew him. But if you look at the world, man, everybody has tattoos. Everybody got nose rings. Most people got multiple nose rings now. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be an actor. They are going his way. And the crazy part about it was he said, "We don't need no more rappers. We don't need no more athletes. We need
No.
businessmen, doctors, lawyers. You know what I'm saying to help us out."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So yeah, man, I appreciate you getting on here with me, man, and getting a little time from you. And
Man, I love it, man. I love what you're doing. I'm excited about being a part of this. Like Machiavellians is going to be a huge. It's huge. It's never like somebody had to come because it wasn't nobody representing them. You know what I'm saying? Like even the stars, I don't feel like they represent
no,
Pac enough.
no, and because this is what I was telling Vlad the other night was this is your 30th year of you that I'm not saying you, but of that night that happened in Vegas, and I don't
Mhm.
nobody, and we in July, and I don't hear, and in September the 13th or really September the 7th, I haven't heard one social media person. I haven't seen a flyer. I ain't seen a news person. I
That's
ain't seen a
crazy.
celebrity. I ain't seen nobody riding for him yet, man, and that's crazy that. And I have a platform that I'm just talking, and it's crazy how people are like thirsty for his energy.
Right.
It's so many people that's thirsty for his energy that they are saying they're him.
That's a
And
fact.
we had Vlad on the other night, but it's like 30,000 more other people saying that they, no, man, I'm him. I'm him. Get him off of there. I'm him. I'm like, if y'all just want to be Pac, that's okay. But my whole thing is like, you don't be nobody else.
Right.
You got a chance to be yourself.
First of all,
You know what I'm saying? But if you look at it, just hear me out. Go back 100 something years and see all these preachers. What do they want to be like? They want to be like Jesus.
yeah,
Their congregation, especially Christianity, and they don't even say nothing about God. They worship Jesus. You know what I'm saying? If
it's a
Jesus say,
fact.
"Oh man," Jesus say, "Nah."
It's a
don't
fact.
don't be like me. And that's what Pac was saying. Don't be like me. Y'all wearing all these bandanas. Y'all got to know. Don't be like me, man. So
And they keep continuing to do it.
and they
Don't do it. Don't do what I do. Do as I do.
do as I do, man. So
Yeah.
the brain is sparked. It's just the fact of we have to let them know that it's not the dark side of Tupac that you
Right.
want to be. It's the light side of Tupac that you want to be. The brain of Tupac. Because you can say, think about this. Tupac was crazy. Tupac was a thug. Tupac did this. Tupac did that.
Right.
Do you know anybody else they got statues around this world that was a thug?
No.
Me neither.
They
Me
got college courses.
Now that is the one. Them statues is okay.
Right.
College courses has to be the first entertainer
Mm-hmm.
in any genre that
That's
they got
deep.
a class over you. They are studying you. So basically, it's like this little podcast or this little page times 30. You are going in there studying him
Mm-hmm.
at these universities. So that's why I say, man, if we can get anything out of this Machiavellians thing, it'll be it's going to be spiritual,
Right.
and the people who aren't spiritual will fall by the wayside. And I think that's the only way that I think that people are coming to my page is because I tell you about the dark side of Tupac. I tell you about the light side of Tupac, but I most importantly tell you about how he thought about God.
Mm-hmm.
Put it in every song. And if you don't believe me, y'all, just go Google any song you want to and look at the lyrics. Turn his music on. Sometimes he says God 50,000 times. Sometimes he even got God
Right.
as the title of his song.
Right.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
right.
Lord knows, only God can judge. You know what I'm saying?
Who
All
do
those
you
songs,
believe in?
who do you believe in? You know, all these songs he's telling you guys who he believes in. He's telling
Yup.
you guys what he thinks. But all you want to do is look and see what the media portrayed him as. Like he said, I feel guilty for being anxious. Ain't no way in hell I could be a rapist.
It's facts. It's crazy.
And he was telling the truth.
If that ain't lyrical, I don't know what's lyrical. For real,
We're
but
gonna
that's
end on that
crazy.
one, brother. That's a sound track. That's a bite. That's a sound
Real rap. Real rap. Outlaw.
well, hey, man. I appreciate you coming on today, joining me, man. Thank you for letting me get a little bit more insight on you. We've been chatting it up, and you've been helping me out. And
Yes, sir.
if we'll go ahead and tell the people right now, Milldelphia is the guy that, well, together, his brain, Tupac sparked his brain to come to me and say, hey, man, how about this Machiavellian's logo? And we went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's why y'all see
And
that goat right there.
you said you need a goat on there. You
I
need
said,
a goat on.
I said, I can't do nothing without the goat, man. He's the goat. You know what I'm saying? And then you hit
Mm-hmm.
me with that, and then you hit me with another one. I said, I'm stuck on this one. And
Right.
every time I've been looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. So, man, I gotta give you your props, man. And the other things you've been helping me out on here, man. I appreciate you.
I
And
appreciate you, man. You don't
we're
even
gonna
know.
we're gonna see where we can take this thing, man. But I know God's gonna be the one that take it. So it's out of our hands. All we gotta do is just be the vessel.
Yes, sir. Real
Yep.
rap. I appreciate you, man.
Talk to you later, man. You stay up,
Yes,
man.
sir. Yes,
Peace.
sir. Saladin.
Peace.